We are gonna do Keanu Reeves again because it's I find him to be like a non-controversial figure. You know, like he doesn't create controversies, and he's also not like a religious figure either. But he has tinges of spirituality, so it's a good example. But it's done with so much respect, right? Okay, so Keanu Reeves. Then let's do the Baba Chalita, shall we? So what I usually like to do in the Baba Chalita, I just mark the planet that moved. In the case of Keanu Reeves, only Mars moves. So I understand that Mars moves from here to here. So the next thing that I do is I go to his transits and his mahadashas. And I try to understand, right now he's at the end of his Ketu mahadasha. So Ketu mahadasha, if you have followed the career of Keanu Reeves, he had a few years where he wasn't very successful in any movie that he tried. And it was probably from 2013 onwards that he tried many things and he just couldn't manage to be very successful at anything. Before that, he was going a Mercury mahadasha. And his, where's his Mercury?
First house.
His Mercury mahadasha gave him Neo. And then he entered the Ketu period from 2013, October. And that Ketu Mahadasha is running until 2020, October. And what day exactly? 18.
Just finished.
Congratulations, Keanu Reeves. If you're watching, you're going to be famous again. And guess what Keanu Reeves is entering? Keanu Reeves is entering his Venus Mahadasha. He's going to be entering in October 18 of 2020.
Entered.
Already entered. So that didn't happen too long ago, right?
But it's in the 12th house. So 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
What a coincidence, huh? So that Venus in Cancer is going to fructify. So in the 12th house, so if you know or you don't know, he's about to make the Matrix 4.
Really?
Yeah. In 2021, he's going to come back as Neo. And I think we're going to see the display of that. Now, if we see the Baba Chalita, we understand that Venus and Mars are going to be together in Cancer. So I think the entire movie is going to be about taking care of each other. In our spiritual journey.
It's Venus and Mars, like male and female.
Yeah, and he will, I think he comes back with Trinity. So he'll come back with his female counterpart. I think there's going to be a very, very sweet type of situation. And I actually think, this is a prediction, I think that actually Neo is going to be in the body of Trinity. Something like that's going to happen because I see it here. So we're going to see that appearances can be deceiving, that he's actually in the body of her and she's probably going to be in the body of him or something like that, as to tell us. Something weird like that is going to happen in that movie. So are we going to see good luck in Keanu Reeves? Well, let's look at the moon. Where is the Lord of the 12th house?
11.
In the 11th. Is Keanu Reeves going to be famous again?
Yes.
He's going to be super famous. Is he going to be famous for being Neo again? Yes, he's going to be super famous. Now, what I want to know is, like, there's, he's got the skill, he's got the fame, he's got the power, he's got the blessings, right? Now, what's going to happen to him? Since there's an indication in the 12th house, I think he's going to become increasingly interested in doing non-profit work. And he's probably going to take some monastic type of situation. So we're going to have like a 12th, 11th house type of situation over there. But he comes back as a warrior. So it may be that he does like a, like a superhero or like a Jedi or like an Eternal. It may be that he does, Neo for a while. He's just going to scale. He might come back as Constantine, for example. All of that's going to happen to him because he's going to pick up 12th house matters. And I think that he's going to be a very positive voice for the young people in the world. Now, may he go dark? I hope not. I hope that he can find his light. because he's a character that is playing our consciousness, you know? So I think he's going to be playing that role. So I have explained what's going on in his personal chart and what his natural tendency is going to be. I think he's going to be in love. I think he's going to go to monastery. I think he's going to be going to therapy. I think he's going to become very sweet and kind. I think he's going to fight for what he believes in, you know, a meaningful type of situation. All of that stuff's going to happen. He's going to be in the spotlight. People are going to listen to him. He'll probably write a book. Now he's going to teach people what he has learned. He has a level of mastery, you know. And now it's the time where he got old and people are going to listen to him, especially like younger generations, right? So we know that that's what's going on. But I also want to know what's going on in the here and the now. So let's have a look at how that affects Keanu Reeves. So the sun in Libra. So he's got sun over here. Then we have the moon over here, conjunct Ketu and Rahu. So according to Gochara, Rahu is obsessing his 10th house. The 10th house is obsessed. What is Taurus standing for? I think values. I think his personal values are being tested. I think he wants to understand, you know, in what way can I express my personal values. Then the next thing we're going to see is where is Saturn? So Saturn is affecting him in his 6th house. So he's got to take care of his health. I think he's going through a health routine at the moment. And what's going to be the issue in the great conjunction in Keanu Reeves? I think it's fight with responsibility. So he might play a dark character that he's not going to like. And then he's going to realize that, you know, maybe we don't play dark characters anymore. I think that's what's going to happen to him. So it may be that he's going to play like, maybe like a Sith in Star Wars, or maybe like a villain in a Marvel movie, something like that, which is, he's not going to like that. And he's going to understand that, you know, you can do very bad. Being powerful, you can do very bad. So I think he's going to come back and do it right. And I think that's going to be his message for people. But he hasn't realized that, but this transit is going to give it to him.
But Jupiter is still
I know. I know, but you know, I'm looking at the future, and very soon the you know, the last time we had that conjunction
20 years.
was
20 years ago.
Yeah. So it's a groundbreaking conjunction. Every time the two giants join, we're going to have that great conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. The world changes.
And in Capricorn, it was 60 years ago.
So we're going to have a major shift. So how is that shift going to affect Keanu Reeves? Health, responsibility. He's going to understand he's responsible for his actions. He's responsible for the message he's sending. He's responsible for the people he's affecting. So he's going to have to choose if he's a hero or a villain. John Wick is like, you don't really know if John Wick is a hero or a villain. With Neo, he's a hero. John Wick is a great character. We don't know. So that is a symptom within himself. I think he doesn't know if he's a hero or a villain. It's a shadow.
Fighting without a cause.
Correct. It's a shadow. He's just surviving. Right? But he's expert at that. But he's not a good or bad character. He's not evil in that movie, but he's also not an angel. He's not good. So I think he's trying to figure that out within himself, and this conjunction is given to him. Now, Jupiter at the moment is in his 5th house, right?
Does it give moksha?
Jupiter in the 5th house?
No, Jupiter and Ketu.
I think things are coming together for him. He might be considering adopting a child or creating a new enterprise, maybe investing in some business, making a video game, for example, promoting that. It could be all in the area of that, providing training for people. So he's thinking about teaching. I think he's thinking about teaching with this transit, but it's a transit only, right?
Yeah, okay.
So all his good karma, right now we can say that Keanu Reeves is very blessed because he's got a transit of Jupiter to his 5th house. So he's collecting coins like anything. Right now, he's in good status and good fame. People love him. It's like he's in the minds of everybody because Jupiter is in his 5th. So Jupiter is giving blessings. Being in Sagittarius direct, it's fantastic. So he's picking up all the fame that he collected before. That's what's happening to him. But remember, before he does, he's going to get a boost of confidence before he has the test. And the test is going to be, he's going to decide if he's a Jedi or a Sith. And I think he's going to play a Sith before he can realize that. So that's the weather, right? But usually, is it a happy period for Keanu? I think it's a very happy period for Keanu. He just entered Venus. If you heard, he just got married. So he's like in the 1 year that he's going to have a full honeymoon period. Right now, everything's fructified for him. He just recently made a movie named Bill and Ted 3, where he plays a really beautiful character. His message is that everybody should be united in music and variety, in in diversity. Everybody should unite in diversity, and we should be excellent to each other. It's like a really innocent message, but it's very Jupiterian. People loved it. It had good reviews.